Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of BTR Beyond the Ropes. I'm your host, Retro Relapse, aka Fernando. Also with me is the one and only birthday boy, tag team
Woo!
partner of mine, Randizzle, aka Randy. Mr. Birthday Boy, how are you doing? It's a little mini birthday show. I know his birthday just passed, but we can always celebrate all week like the rest of the people like to do out there. Birthday boy, what it do?
It's doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's fun. It was a fun, birthday weekend. Got to do a whole lot of nothing, drink a whole lot of drinks, and have a whole lot of fun with my wife.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
I
And I
know.
got to watch a lot of wrestling. Got to catch up on actually on wrestling. That's what I actually got to do. I watched back some of SummerSlam, watched some AEW, watched some Raw, anything that I missed. Watched some of those indie shows online. Check them out. I watched that Bloodsport that I missed during SummerSlam weekend, so it was pretty good.
Us. That's what I was hoping you were gonna say, because you know what? It's crazy that I called you and I was like, dude, you should be painting the town red. You
Oh
ain't you
God.
still a spring chicken. You ain't no old man. And then motherfucker over here at the house is just I just want to be in the house. I just want to be on the front porch, just looking at all the people pass by and the kids in the little carts playing on their bikes and eating your watermelon seeds. I'm like, what are you doing on the you porch monkey, dude? Get up and do something. But you know what? That's cool.
I got to hang out, bro. I literally got to do a whole lot of
That's what's up.
nothing. A whole lot
I
of
mean,
nothing, a whole lot of wrestling
sometimes we
watching.
move so fast that we forget to slow down, dude. So kudos to that, man. Sometimes you do need to slow down and smell the roses because you know what? When you don't stop and do that, your life just passes you by, and guess what? They're wilted by the time you try to pick them up and grab them and look at them. So yes,
Exactly,
kudos to
exactly.
you for just taking it tranquilo, tranquilo, real chill, tranquilo.
Tranquilo. I was super chill, man. They call me super. They call me chill. They call me super chill.
Nice little spin on the super crazy.
It's super crazy.
I,
But you know what? I mean, because I had all weekend to do a whole lot of nothing and just watch wrestling, I thought since we were doing Top Rope Tuesday, another BTR edition of it, I figured we'd do some, not so much awards, but mid-year kind of like commentary on how the year's going. And I'm going to, draw out some of these categories and then
when
we
you
can
threw it out at
discuss.
me, you threw it out as a mid-year awards, and we're kind of past the mid-year, but it's safe to say that we've had enough in there and enough getting thrown at us that there's some stuff to talk about. So
7 months, full months, and a couple of weeks of August, enough to kind of give your take on how you feel the year's going. And like I said, when I draw out these categories, and we can discuss and about what wrestlers, what match, all this good stuff, all this fun stuff.
you really need to work on what you want to talk about sometimes, though, bro, because you just said best of all this. I'm like, okay, are we talking just one category? Are we just talking one uh place of sports entertainment? Are we talking all the brands? What are we talking about
It's
today?
all wrestling because this when I start drawing out this stuff, it's really gonna be just wrestling as a whole, not any particular company, just wrestling as a whole. And obviously we watch a lot of wrestling. We don't get to catch everything, so our opinions will differ on some things. To be honest, so but that's the best part because we get to discuss. We get to
Well, that's what's
discuss.
up. I and I don't like to talk about me a lot, but I just kept it between AEW and WWE on some of the stuff here. So I gave
And
some. I
that's
have a
perfectly
couple
fine.
in the pocket. So
That is
you know,
perfectly fine, and that's the best part because I know you're a busy person. I'm a busy person, and like I said, I just so happen to be catching some of these outside TNA indie stuff, and just because I have time to watch them sometimes. And this weekend
hmm
was a good opportunity for me to watch a whole lot of shit, old stuff, some stuff I pulled back, even old WWE and AEW stuff, just to kind of keep everything fresh because wrestling's moving so fucking fast, and there's PLEs and pay-per-views every fucking other week, so you know.
now, be it that I may not sound like a liar, I know I did see some uptick on our views, and I'm pretty sure while you were watching a lot of your throwback, you did go back and watch some of our old episodes, which you can always catch on anywhere you catch your.
Podcast needs. Where do you get your
Thank
podcast
you.
needs?
Yes,
Yeah.
anything, anywhere you get them, Apple, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, You can always watch the classics that we throw out there for you
That's
guys.
right. And
I know you watch some of that.
you know what you should do is hit a Stone Cold Stunner on that notification bell so you can get informed whenever we drop a new episode on, like you said, YouTube or Spotify. Because there's a lot of stuff going on there. We appreciate you rating, commenting, whatever. Even on the socials, just comment on the post. I post a lot of random stuff. I see that it's a lot of throwback stuff because I see it. I'm like, oh man, I gotta fucking show this because I fucking remember that match. So I remember this fucking feud.
Hmm.
I remember these random fucking bits and tidbits of wrestling in throughout our 39 years of, well, I'll say maybe 37 years for me of watching wrestling.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So, but
I thought you didn't watch it right out the womb. Who are you?
uh,
Who are you?
you
And you
know,
dare to have a podcast? Who are you?
right? How dare I not watch it from fucking birth?
That's
And I'll
right.
say when I was a kid, I mean,
You're supposed to tell the doctor, "Hey, move my placenta so I can see the damn TV."
I didn't have to do that. My brothers were whooping my ass the moment I came out. Hey, there's a wrestler called fucking Andre the Giant. Let me fucking bear hug the fuck out of you. But
we
thank God
squeeze
they did.
we
Thank God they did because they
squeeze your
stretched
guts
me
out of
out.
your
They
ears.
fucking stretched me out.
Yeah, they did. Fucking 6'8" motherfucker.
I wish. I wish. But
Yeah.
are you ready, sir, to get into it?
I
Yes.
said, "Are
Are
you
you ready?
ready?"
You know what? I think I actually have that. Let's see. I mean, maybe I'd be able to pull it up and I don't know. We'll see. Oh,
The question is,
yep, there he goes.
are you ready?
That's a little Triple H giving it for you, asking if you are ready.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home.
That's right. That's right. Let's get ready to suck it. But for this, I did 9 basic categories. Like I said, obviously you did. I was able to send it to you a little bit ahead of time just to kind of get your brain flowing.
barely,
A little
barely ahead of time. And
your
my
brain just
mind was
flowing.
all on my BS at work, and I was like, okay, yeah, oh look at this, a list of mid. Now, how am I supposed to think about this shit when I'm working? But I
Easy.
did.
Just stop working.
Yeah,
Duh.
pretty much, pretty much.
But I will go down the list of what I compiled, and we can just give our takes on for the year 2025 so far only. Okay. So the first one I came up with is the best talker so far of the year. And that consists of promos, just promo work, maybe building up feuds, however you want to see it. But I'll ask you, Fernando,
He
so
hasn't
far.
had the best of feuds, but one that I have because I actually put a little pile of them in there because there's quite a few talkers this year that have been pushing in some good promo work. But Karrion Cross has really come across, no pun intended, haha, uh, as one of the best talkers so far this year. That I mean, he won't be here the rest of the year to keep talking, but he's been on TV enough to really kind of push and show out, like he's more than just somebody hanging out and catering, and he's more than just a former good guy. Like he knows what he wants and he wants to put it out there. And he wanted to start his own and lead his own revolution. It didn't happen the way he wanted to, but I'm putting some of my stock in the carrying cross as one of the best talkers this year.
I think, and on this note, I will agree with you because he is making something happen for himself. Whether and obviously the rumors apparently are true so far that him and Scarlett are out. It could be a work. It could be another unreal situation, that they show behind the scenes. But as of right now, he is currently taking bookings. He's currently in his book tour, so that's probably priority number one for him. So
Hmm.
we'll see how that leads up. Maybe he comes back to WWE. Maybe it's a work, like a Raw Truth situation.
Both Scarlett and Cross have merchandise out at prowrestlingtees.com, and WWE is real big on doing their own stuff. So knowing that when wrestlers go to Pro Wrestling Tees, it's because they are not affiliated with a big brand. AEW still has some of their own stuff, but a lot of the wrestlers have a Pro Wrestling Tees shop, and if you have that, you can't have both if
You
you're in
can't have both.
WWE.
That's right.
Because Punk used to have one, and then when we find out he was finally going back to WWE, he closed that shop down because WWE, gets a cut into the merch sales. So this is what one of the big signs were that Karrion Cross is truly on the indies, and doing his own thing right now because both him and Scarlett have brand new shirts that you can get on their store right now.
That's what's up. You know, and AEW was, I mean, WWE was trying to push their merchandise, and apparently they weren't ready for the upswell of fucking fans, and they could never keep up with having merch. I went to WrestleMania, no merch. They were talking
Hmm.
about it online at SummerSlam, no fucking merch. Like that shit was just either going too quick or they just weren't putting any stock in it. And obviously now we know why, because well, he's not in the company currently.
Yep.
But for my best talker so
Who's
far
your best talker?
for the year, and he's finally come back up again. I'm gonna give it to MJF. MJF has again got himself out of obscurity ever since he had gotten hurt, started doing a movie. The whole thing with Adam Cole kind of fizzled out, and he started talking and getting himself situated with the Hurt Business. And it's just funny shit. He's going to Mexico talking shit, trying to talk Spanish, pretty funny, you know, trying to do all that
Hmm.
kind of shit. And he's becoming back to his normal self, his normal routine in AEW, and getting himself over by talking because he hasn't really fought. You know, in the grand scheme of things, he hasn't fought as many matches as most AEW wrestlers currently,
Hmm.
but he is doing all the work on the mic. So I think he has kind of given himself a resurgence of coming back. So it's pretty cool to see. I mean, I'm looking forward to see he does hold that contract for an AEW championship title. You know, so we'll see if that plays out in his favor or it's a Money in the Bank situation where he just doesn't it doesn't pull through. So we'll find out.
Did you have any runner-ups?
I had Christian Cage as a runner-up. He is pretty fucking solid on that mic, and up until this the past couple of months, he was on TV pretty much every week, either
Hmm.
on Collision or Dynamite, more so on Collision, but he was on TV and he was leading the patriarchy and always getting into feuds with whoever the fuck he wanted to, which was the best part. It was Swerve, it was Adam Copeland, it was fucking getting the business of the Bucks, whatever the case may be.
I had Solo Sokoa as my other pick because he also has come up and been not just a great talker, but a great promo dude. Where, I mean, his the comedic tick that he picked up and is actually showing, I guess, more of him because when you saw him in the Bloodline in the beginning, he just was the enforcer. He didn't say shit. He didn't do nothing. But now they really given him that open space. Hey man, you're running your own shtick, your MFT, all your stuff. And he, to me, he's like a bad preacher, dude. Like he comes out, he makes those really weird faces. He loves to
He does
make
that.
fun
He
of
does that.
everybody and everything.
You
And he
know.
makes those like those sour faces, little sour
Yeah,
faces and
like
stuff. And his comedic tick has really came in and helped his promos, and it just to me it elevates him as a heel as well. So that's my runner up on
that's a
there.
great runner-up, and
I want to throw a curveball at you. Hopefully, we can kind of we're going to keep a tempo with this so that way we can hit online within the amount of time, so we don't have to drag it out too long. But how about do you have anybody on? Have you thought about the worst side? Because I actually have a couple on the worst side of the talkers.
the worst side, yeah,
Who you got?
John Moxley was on my worst side, to be honest with you.
Okay, okay.
I never felt like him being champion and him hiding the belt. I get the logic. It's almost like a restart for AEW when someone took it off of him. But because it was always ramblings and nothing ever was coherent with whoever the fuck he was talking to, it kind of threw it off for me. Like it was you were just like, man, take the fucking belt off this dude. And he's a great wrestler. John Mox is a great wrestler. It's
Hmm.
just I don't think it never flowed enough to kind of okay, this dude's fucking over. He's the champion. It's more like what the fuck is this dude saying today? It's random shit. So that was my I would say my worst.
I didn't have a guy per se because I kind of do like Mox's random riddles at times. I mean, he did. His cadence was different. His cadence kept everything going. I had him as one of my another one on the list. But I had a couple of women on my list.
Okay,
Worst talker for the women, Lyra Valkyria.
you're not wrong, buddy.
Over her was never on the bandwagon to begin with, and her promos. I get it. You're new on the block, the IC champ, blah blah blah. But it just to me, it just I understand they're trying to make a new rising star out of nowhere, but it doesn't work. Her, Jay Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, all bad on the mic.
Very monotone, you know.
Hmm.
It was like they were you could tell they were trying to remember what was written down for them. And it didn't they didn't have the gift of gab to fucking just be ba 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 ba
Thank
ba ba
you,
ba ba ba.
because if you can get bullet points, you can make anything happen. It should come from in here, not from up here.
Exactly.
But
Exactly. Nice, nice, nice.
So next on the list, I'm gonna jump out number two.
Okay.
Best feud of the year so far.
Best feud so far, and it's been fucking building up, and it looks like it's gonna get built up even more. Seth Rollins and CM Punk.
Ah, you took my
Yeah, that was one of
still,
it's still running, and that's the best part. And
still.
the fucking animosity that these two fucking men have for each other, and how much they just love to fuck each other over. And the best part, this is the best part, that not only do they have what they have against each other, but whoever comes in their peripherals on whatever match is next for them, they're like fuck you, fuck like they'll
Hmm.
talk their shit to these people, but they're still the end goal is we're gonna fight at WrestleMania, and that looks like it's
Hmm.
what's teeing up to be. We're gonna fight at WrestleMania, and we're gonna fuck each other up. So
Yeah.
that's my best. That is technically currently my best feud for 2025. Now a runner up for me would be the John Cena Cody Rhodes. That's been a really good one. It's a hot story. Cody Rhodes has,
Hmm.
for not having the belt for this whole time up until recently, like he hasn't come down. He's still here hitting it at all cylinders. So, and him doing probably the best promo work, and John Cena kind of passing the torch on him for SummerSlam.
Yep.
It's been a good ride, and people might not like John Cena's heel turn and what he was trying to do. He tried to make it work. I get it, but it was still good. It was still good for Cody Rhodes at the end of the day.
You can't say this is my final tour and expect to pull running the heel all the way through. I was
You
very
can't pull the
animated.
heat. You can't
There
pull
are
the heat.
plenty of receipts over here on our show that I wanted Cena to continue and end it and run away with the belt as heel, but it just wasn't going to happen. It was just
It
how
wasn't getting
could you?
over.
How
It
can you?
wasn't getting
No,
over.
no. Every crowd, every person in the crowd was there cheering him on because they. This is the last time you see him, so why am I going to boo him? And it sucks because it's like he should have kept the heel heat. He should have stayed with the heel heat, but he didn't have all the elements there to keep the fire cooking.
That's
Plain
right.
and simple.
So what is
And it's
your?
all because of The Rock, who didn't keep what he had smelled cooking,
Yeah, he wasn't.
bitch.
He didn't keep an eye on that fucking food, and it burnt. It was burnt
That's
out.
right.
It's burnt out.
That's right.
So who do you have as the
So
best
you you
feud
you
currently?
you took my best feud, but if I'm gonna add another one to the list, I've got Tony Storm and Mercedes Monet, because
For
that one had a lot of good elements that
for
led
being a
up to
short
what they
build,
were
for
going
being
on.
a short build, technically, like it was a good build. And Tony Storm, I mean, you can credit Tony Storm and Mercedes Monet is doing the best work of her career currently, and so is Tony Storm.
Hmm.
Like
The
it
belt
was a good
collector
matchup.
versus the champ. Hmm.
You know,
It had
so
all the drama it needed to keep pushing and going through. Yeah, sometimes you watch it, it's kind of cringe because of the way that Tony Storm acts or the way that Mercedes acts, but it's too, you know, is what do they call it? The immovable object versus the undeniable force. It was gonna happen. It was gonna push through, and they needed to make it happen. And I wouldn't say it was that slow of a build because I mean they had at least a couple months between it, so it was just meaning to be pushed up to where it was at. But I mean, it's from afar, then it fucking starts going in, and then there it is. Here it comes. So
yes, yes, sir. I
on a
won't say we're.
worst,
I don't put worse because there's a lot of things that just fizzled out everything. You know.
if I could put two out there, Becky and Lyra and Bailey, I was done from it before it started.
Okay.
Worst. And the tag team division on SmackDown. Period.
Um, I was gonna revert.
Period.
If I was gonna say anything, I would have said FTR and whoever the fuck they were feuding with because they would never fucking win anywhere ever.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
another
That's
tag
right.
team specialist, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, from us talking shit about them some tag teams, what is the best
The
tag
best
team?
tag team. Well, I was in a conundrum. Had a little help in my homework, and it kind of made sense. The Young Bucks are still golden at what they do. They're still untouchable at what they do. One of the best teams that throws down no matter what. They are an organic team. They are brothers in real life. You cannot put it past them. They give you great matches day in, day out. Every time they're in that damn in that ring, they're gonna entertain you some way somehow. And it's hard to not put the Young Bucks over, no matter what kind of shtick they're doing, whether they're over with the crowd or they're hanging out heel side. It's Young Bucks are right up there.
Nice, nice. Well, I'm gonna go a little bit off. I'm actually gonna say the Hardys, man. The 2025 for the Hardys, they have made a resurgence. We've talked about the Hardys since the 90s. and they're fucking TNA tag champions. They fucking they fucking what is it? Main evented a, a couple of TNA pay-per-views, won the championships. They've been having a resurgence. They're about to fight the Dudleys at Beyond, or what is it called? What was it called? Beyond. Um,
Bound for Glory in
Bound for Glory.
October
Like,
October 12th.
as much as I mean, dude, people are talking about him now. Kids who never saw him, and we saw him growing up.
Hmm.
But my honorable mention, the fucking Hurt Syndicate. Hurt Syndicate came as fucking heels
Yes.
and got fucking
Yes,
over.
dude.
They got so over because Bobby Lashley, MVP, and Shelton Benjamin are so believable that you know that they can kick everyone's ass in AEW probably. They can fucking talk on the mic if they really wanted to, and they can have great matches. Like in so that's probably my close second. I only said the Hardys because they're 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 older veterans, but they're getting themselves over really big right now. So I think
But
that kind
I
of
also
trumps.
disagree with you on your best tag team pick because they don't have their matches like they used to anymore. They're a nostalgic act that they keep pushing down our throats. They're a great fit for TNA because that's your second tier before you get to WWE, AEW. It's sad to say it like that, but it kind of is, especially if you have your
Have you seen their
TNA.
matches though? Have you seen their recent
Yeah.
matches?
Yes, dude. Matt and Jeff don't have it anymore. Yes, I see that they could. Jeff still does the swanton. Matt still does the second rope. They don't jump the same anymore. They don't push the same. I mean, when you've been doing it 25 plus years, man, you know your body's gonna give up. Like they're saying, they're coming close to the retirement already, and I hope so because they really gonna need that rehab time to enjoy the rest of their time with their families. But I don't see them up there as a top tier anymore. I mean, like I said, a nostalgic act for sure for them doing what they're doing. They give them the TNA tag team belts one more run, great. But if you run them the gauntlet in any other major promotion, they're not going to make it. That's just my honest opinion.
That's fair. I mean, I think they can make it WWE because the fucking tag team division is garbage. So,
Yes. My, my,
like I
my
said,
apologies.
it's
My
very
apologies. Put
doable.
them on SmackDown. Put them on SmackDown. They'll
Well,
win the
yeah,
belt.
like I said, I believe that they still have it, and although they're not fucking jump off 20-foot ladders, and the cadence isn't as fast. They've learned, and don't get me wrong, when they were both in AEW, did not fucking work. They was too slow. They were too hurt. Now they have. If you really watch their matches, they've changed their cadence and how they fight. So it's not meant to be fast tempo. It's meant to be medium pace, and it's different. You're right. It's hard for us to see it that way when we've seen it from the get go and how fast and
They
how.
should have done that years ago, and they never did because, unfortunately, Jeff wasn't the most willing participant to do what he needed to do at the time because he was still dealing with his demons. So now that
Exactly.
he is very well recovered and he's of his sound mind now, and his body hurts, you do the smart thing. If you want to keep wrestling and put it on a good show, yes, slow it down, slow the pace down, work that other person, put some time in between what's going on, and then give your hard hit and push at the end, and then keep your belts.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're a bad tag team. I love the Hardys just as much as you do, but right now they're not top tier anymore.
Dun,
As
dun,
much as
dun, dun,
they're a
dun,
nostalgic
dun,
act,
dun,
but I
dun.
love them to death. Just like you already know the Dudleys are nostalgic act too, and they may not be able to go because the one who can go right now is Bubba Ray, but we don't know about Devon because
He's gotten
Devon hasn't
cleared.
been.
He's been doing his school. I've been watching and reading about. I watch his podcast and his YouTube channel, and he's going, man. Like he trains every day. He said he don't take as much bumps. Obviously, he's saving
Hmm.
it. He has one more bump card. He said that's it. One more match bump card. That's it. So
Good.
this is really going to be the end. Truly the end for the last feud you ever see. And unfortunately, they can't have Adam Copeland and Christian Cage there because well they're in
Mm.
AEW. But hey, you just never know, right? And
You
and
never
it's
know.
hard to say because Christian and fucking Edge or Adam are fucking at the same age at 50 plus, and they're still going. They're still going. So
Hmm.
you will see it for what it is, and hopefully it's a great last match.
I would love to see that car wreck one more time.
Right? Why not? Why the
Hmm.
fuck not? So let
All
me
right,
ask you, most improved. Where were they, and where are they now?
Roxanne Perez. Where was she in the Indies? Where'd she go? NXT. Where's she now? On top of the Judgment Day.
Nice. That's not
If
a
I had to choose a guy for that, Kyle Fletcher. Where was he at? Was it New Japan
New
or
Japan.
no, some the London wrestling scene?
He
and
was in
then
New
he
Japan
was
too.
with United
King
Empire,
Empire, United Empire,
United Empire with as a tag team specialist with this other dude and
Aussie
Osprey.
Open. Yeah,
Yep,
Aussie Open.
there you go. And then where did he go? AEW split away from all that so that way he can focus on being a single star. Where is he at now? TNT champion, and he's earned every right of it because he's grown as a singles competitor. Yeah, he's got the tutelage of being a heel and he's got the group and the faction and everything, but I mean the work speaks for itself. He's a mini Will Osprey.
See, and I have mine reversed because the next one I was gonna ask you would have been Rising Star. He would have been Kyle Fletcher. And we'll get into that when I get there. But my most improved, uh, the Briscoe brother,
Ah, Mark.
Mark Briscoe. Like where he was at, when unfortunately when his brother passed, he he was forced into the singles competitor role. He hadn't
Hmm.
been doing that in 20 years. And you could tell, like he was always gassing out because he was always looking for that tag. He was always looking for that
Hmm.
tag. And then they moved in the Ring of Honor. He did. I mean, he every big opportunity, he's always just fell short, right? And then he
Hmm.
finally won the Ring of Honor championship, and then that kind of brought him enough to bring him back to the main roster. And everything he's been in, like dude, kung fu karate, like dude, that dude's fucking great. He's a great wrestler. He's fucking agile. He's fucking tightened up. He's worked out. He's lost a lot of weight. And he's fucking jacked now. Like kudos for that dude. Like I think for where he was at in the beginning of the year, even before like the end of 2024 to now, like he's this
Look,
close
look
to
at it.
hitting a mid card belt. To be honest with you.
Look at it this way. If he didn't, what would he end up being doing? Because he not only does he have his family, he has his brother's family to help take care of.
Hmm.
So you got one choice: you fix it or you're fucked. Just
Yeah.
being straight fucking honest.
And everyone depends on him at this point. So
Hmm.
and kudos of
Hmm.
him for fucking putting that weight on his shoulders and like and you could tell like it brought him down. Like it's a lot. You lose your brother, and, you know, like it's you lose your brother and it's
Hmm.
and when they're and in their situation they're fucking best friends. They fucking
Yeah,
went around the world together
they're
and
road
then
buddies. They're
yeah
handling business on the
and
road.
you
Yeah,
die unexpectedly and now you got to fucking handle your family and their family like his family
I
like it's a lot
I know. God forbid you lose me, and you end up having to do the show by yourself. You're gonna tank in 2 weeks.
probably
Yeah.
probably
So I understand. Yeah.
you get it right
Shit, or get
and
out the
vice
pot.
versa if I die I mean you that's it because you don't know how to fucking do anything that's it
No, 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 I don't. Not at all.
exactly
No.
and I would say the breakout star as far or what is it most improved as far as women uh Trinity Naomi from where she was at she left WWE with Sasha Banks aka Mercedes Monet we fucking rebranded herself fucking got a fresh start at TNA became a champion and then came back and put interjected herself into the storyline and pretty much shook up the women's division and now she is I mean, I don't know what happened after yesterday because she said she had to take some time off. I don't know if she's going to relinquish the belt.
Supposedly there's an injury. I probably think it was an illness. She just wasn't medically cleared to wrestle yesterday.
But regardless, like so, she's a champion, and
Hmm.
she changed herself up from Feel the Glow to. I mean, it might be cringe to an extent, but proceed with caution. It's working for her. So that would be my that would be the
So
most
how
improved
about
for women.
least improved? If you could put one name out there, it
Tiffany
doesn't matter
Stratton.
if it's men or women. Thank you. All right. We're two for two. I was marking out for her in the beginning when they were pushing her, but the push was just so soon that you can tell that they don't know what to do with her. And she's
I'm surprised that
trying,
she's
and
still holding the belt, which is crazy to
she
me.
they're not. Jade's still not ready.
I mean, I
They
would
should have gave
I
it. I thought they were going to give it to Jade at SummerSlam, and Jade just isn't there yet.
I thought they might have given it back to Nia Jax, and Nia Jax could have had a program with Jade because they're bigger and they could have worked slower. I don't know if that's gonna happen either, but I mean, shit, Nia Jax from before to now, she's a lot better. She really
Hmm.
is. So
Yes, she's there's your most improved.
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
because she was hurting people. She was hurting people.
I
She was
heard
doing that.
people. Yeah, for
Yep.
sure. So what's the
So
next one?
let's go out to our next number five, the breakout star. Who do you have on the list for a breakout
That would
star?
have been Mike for
Down
Kyle
in front.
Fletcher. Kyle. That would have been Kyle Fletcher for me. Like Like you said, like this guy, New Japan, the fucking indie scene in the
Breakout
UK.
or Rising?
Or Rising. Rising, my bad.
We're doing number five, breakout
Oh,
star. Who do
breakout
you have
star.
as your breakout star?
Fuck. Ludwig Kaiser as fucking Grand Americano. Dude, from
I have I
whatever
have
he was
that as my
doing,
rising star.
whatever
So
he was doing, like I mean, he had a great career in NXT UK. He had a great career in NXT. They had a great career when they were Imperium when they first came up to the main roster with the other guy Vinci and fucking Gunther, and then he disappeared. And all of a sudden, he gets this opportunity because he needs it. He fucking needs it, right? We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. He fucking needs it, and he is fucking do the Grand Americano, and he's fucking talking Spanish clean. And he's rallying up people. He's got the fucking Mexican crowd behind him. Like,
mhm.
dude, that's breakout shit right there. Because I mean, he was somewhere and he made himself get here. He's a great bad guy. He has the fucking face of someone you just love to fucking hate. He is the epitome of 90s action movie bad guy.
Yeah,
The fucking European bad guy. He
the
could have came on
European
Die
bad
Hard.
guy.
He could have came on Die
Hmm.
Hard. He could have came on fucking Lethal Weapon. He could have came on a lot of fucking movies.
Hmm.
Like he is that guy. So I would say Ludwig Kaiser.
That's what's up. For my breakout star, even though he's been on the scene, he's really broken out and done his own thing and is actually flourishing now. Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker made his name in NXT. He already had a name being that he's a son of a Steiner, but now that he's really gotten that singles push that they were doing before, and then getting aligned with Seth Rollins, I mean, he not only is breakout star, should be rising star, and will be uh, up there as best wrestler of the year eventually. He's going to be holding the title soon.
Do you feel like this group that Seth Rollins is in? It kind of reminds me of
The
Evolution.
Vision,
Division. It kind of reminds me of Evolution.
the Vision,
What do you think?
the Vision,
No, dummy. What did I say?
the Vision.
Shut up. What do you
So
think?
if you're
Kind of
talking
reminds me of
about
Evolution.
the Vision, it does have a good peppering of Evolution the way that they started. They're just it. If you want to put names to the roles, I mean, realistically, Heyman is Ric Flair because Ric Flair didn't fight a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and Heyman doesn't fight, but they did do a lot of talking. So they had him around as a mouthpiece, but realistically, it was
Yeah.
Triple H, it was Batista, and it was
That's
Randy Orton.
Bronson Reed's Triple H. I mean, Bronson Reed is fucking Batista.
Yep,
Braun Breaker is Randy Orton,
yep,
and Seth Rollins is Triple H.
yep.
So like, it's another resurgence of that style, and not necessarily like, but that formula for that kind
You
of
really do
group.
have to be a mega fan to really catch that because Seth Rollins is close to Triple H. So if Seth Rollins wants to keep being relevant, keep staying on top, he's gonna feed off of whatever Triple H has done and redo it. Especially knowing that this is what 20 years now,
Yeah,
Evolution,
it's been yeah 2020, 2002,
203.
2003. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been 20 plus
Mm-hmm.
years. So
Mm-hmm.
evolution is a mystery.
Yeah, fucking Lemmy. I also had on my list for breakout star Kyle Fletcher, uh, Roxanne Perez, because she has broken out, especially Judgment Day being there with her, helping her. Uh, and Megan Bain.
I got
Megan
Athena.
Bain.
I got Athena on mine.
That was supposed to be my female wrestler of the year. I forgot to
Nice,
write it
nice,
down.
nice.
But Megan Bain is a breakout because, I mean, she's been on the scene, but really AEW was really kind of putting her on the map because I mean, and she's in movies already now. She's doing things and she has the capability of doing even more. And she's a big girl, dude. Let's just be straight up. She's a woman who can, even though she's tall and muscular in stature, she can move and she can throw people around. And it's unfortunate that a lot of the little girls that they put against her are, I'm sorry, they're not young per se. I mean, there's a lot of young stars in AEW, but everyone's small because Megan Bain's like 6 foot. You know,
She's a
the
beast.
only other ones, Willow, Chris Statlander, and there was one that just happened like on Collision last week or Dynamite that Chris Statlander fought another girl that was her size. That one's another one that should be coming out as a breakout or they need to sign her because that girl that girl is pretty good and she can move and yeah, I want to see something with that one. But I got to get that name again because It was an indie wrestler, I think from Chicago, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice,
But
nice.
regardless, we'll we'll get to that when we get there. But
Yes.
next on the list is the rising star, because there's some rising stars that are out there, and you named mine already, Grande Americano, and you basically gave it with the breakout because that boy is just doing wonders. But who else do you have for a
So,
rising star?
so I got I got male and female right now.
Hmm.
I got fucking Dominic Mysterio as a fucking rising star. Like this dude from where he was at when he first started, even the beginning of the year, like
The
cap
babyface.
yeah, capturing the IC title, fucking like I mean that fucking catapulted him. But he is tag team champion. He's a former NXT United States champion, or yeah, not United States champion, Continental champion,
North American.
North American. My bad, North American champion. Like he's got the fucking tools. He's just fucking building fucking
Hmm.
stock for him more and more and more and more.
Plus his heritage and his name.
Yeah, and now now that they have TNA and they have AAA, he's been making a lot of appearances in AAA. Like, dude, this kid, the fucking it really is sky's the limit in this situation for him right now. So I have Kyle Fletcher, of course, and we had talked about him earlier. But my female actually is Harley Cameron.
Ah, my Harley. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like when she first started, obviously super green, they kind of threw her in there for entertainment and QTV, and she was really just purely for the E, for the entertainment. That was it. And then as that whole thing fizzles out and they keep Harley, she aligns herself. She starts fucking wrestling with some of the better ones, Mariah May, fucking Statlander. She's doing roll arounds with Natty in the dungeon.
She she aligned herself with Soraya and the Outcasts.
That's right. That's right. So she started circling herself, and those women, those vets, really fucking helped her get her wrestling game up. She got the
Mhm.
entertainment in fucking spades. She got that shit down. But her wrestling ability, outside of getting her face fucking crushed, I feel like she could have been holding that TNT and TBS championship. She was
Mhm.
in that cusp of getting there.
She was on the way, but the freak accident. But now she's gonna make a comeback.
Exactly. And
She
she's
just
good
had
in the
a
promos.
vignette that came out.
Yeah, she's good in the promos, and just like Dom, like they hated her in the beginning. You like her because she looks fucking great, and she's funny, and now like she's getting her wrestling down. Like it's only a matter of time. She is. I feel like she's on the rise. This is her. If she comes back sooner than later, this year could be her year, or next year can really kind of pop it off for her.
She did a promo. She's putting the mask on over her face to help. She took some time for it to heal. It's healed enough that she is coming back with the mask on for now until it's fully healed. But yes, that's already that promo was actually on Collision this past weekend.
She has a little kitty cat mask.
The little pink
So
kitty cat mask.
I
Yep.
that's those are my two rising stars. How about yourself?
I've got Stephanie Baker.
Yeah, that's a great
Bakur?
one.
Bakur?
McQuay.
Bakur? Yeah. Stephanie Baker. Because you saw her in AEW, especially against Mercedes. You saw her in CMLL. And then you saw her go to NXT. You saw her rule NXT, double champ, and then make her way into WWE on the main card on Netflix on Raw, and has been working her way through. And now she's in her number one contendership against Naomi if she's cleared to wrestle in Paris for the championship. So not only has she wowed audiences around the world, she's really taken a storm through the WWE network, especially with, you know, look at Booker T putting her over in NXT.
Ah, 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 ah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And AEW had to have their version of what's going on with that, with Queen Amanada doing the chocolate kiss compared to what is it called? The Devil's
Devil's
Kiss.
Kiss. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's one of mine right there. Another rising star I have on here is Alex Windsor, aka Mrs. Osprey. She is really put in stock. They are really putting in stock in her of just seeing what she can do from when she was in the Indies, in the England or over in England, and their realm of what they have over there, their Indies over there. And then she did some stuff for AEW prior to her getting injured. She came back from injury, came into AEW, and now she's all over the place. And they're
Yeah.
really pushing
And
on
she
her.
was
So
she was technically the Rev Pro champion, and Mercedes Monet beat her for that belt.
there you go. And Also, a rising star for the men. Uh, oh, you know what? I forgot to add Blake Monroe in there in NXT. She's picking up her stock, aka
Mariah May.
um, MRMA. Yep, we all know her for that. Beast Mortos. Thank you to Mercedes Monet. But Beast Mortos started off slow, was making more appearances, and then his stock started getting pushed up. And that guy's been doing a lot. He's been losing lately, but he's been on everything. So it's only a matter of time before the winds change. He starts winning, and he's holding some kind of championship eventually.
And he's got a fallback plan because he's a fucking real lawyer in Mexico.
And there you go.
And Mercedes when his fucking his ruca his fucking
Hmm. There you
so
go. On to the next. We're almost done with this list. We're getting through it pretty good here. 7 male wrestler of the year.
I'll let you go first.
I was
Only
torn
one.
between
Only one.
right. I'm torn between two guys. I flipped the coin a couple of times. My runner up is Will Osprey, but my male wrestler of the year is Dominic Mysterio.
Nice. I mean, that shit is. I mean, in reality, it's hard to argue. To be honest with
It's
you,
hard. It's hard because he's taken everything so far. He's he is the WWE's playboy since he came up through the ranks. Who is mommy? Who's after mommy?
live.
Liv. You had Tiffany at a distance. You have Roxanne that's throwing herself. I mean, the boy can do no wrong.
He is the new women's belt at this point.
He's the new generation Val Venus without being Val Venus.
There you go. Hello, ladies.
That's right. Without being a manioso that bad.
Nice. I mean, like I said, it's hard to argue with Dom Mysterio, everything he's been able to accomplish in a short amount of time. Like, this dude is only, as he stays healthy and he wants to wrestle, he's
Hmm.
only bound to go up and up and up and up and up. And you know, you get solidified when all the fucking vets retired and currently wrestling will fucking say, next dude, Dom. Dom,
Yep.
hands down, Dom. Like, it's hard to argue that.
It is hard to argue that. Who do you have for your male wrestler of the year so far for the mid year awards here on BTR?
You know what? As crazy as it sounds, I'm gonna say Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins because he was in obscurity for a little bit, and he's really put himself into picture since before WrestleMania. Royal Rumble kind of just picked it up, and then went to WrestleMania. He fucking won the fucking Money in the Bank. He fucking fucked over CM Punk. He started that whole feud at Elimination Chamber, helped John Cena win, and now he's currently the champion. Like this dude, I'm sure many years he's been fucking male wrestler of the year and I think right now, as of right now, he is has some of the stronger stories than most WWE wrestlers and most AEW wrestlers. I would have put Hangman on there. Hangman would have been another one on there. His rise from again also obscurity to being champion, like it's hard to deny how hard both of them have worked, and I just think Seth Rollins has been able to do it on a bigger platform. I think that's what gives him the little oomph to beat out Hangman for me. But I think having this visionary group is really helping his stock because now it kind of
Vision.
vision. It really helps him save his
The
body,
vision.
right? It really helps him save his body. So that means
The
it's
vision.
giving longevity to his career.
Hmm.
So I think it's pretty cool. How about standout female wrestler of the year?
I kind of changed standout because it's not so much standout. I mean, if you want to have a standout, it's Stephanie Becker, but I just went ahead and went female wrestler of the year. And I was torn between two different companies. Of course, like I did for my male. My runner up would be EO Sky, just because she is unstoppable right now, dude. I can't not say enough. I'm not a big EO fan, but I'm not saying I don't like her. But now that she's been put more with Rhea, um, who else? Naomi, all that.
Bianca.
Uh-huh. They've really been pushing her more, and with Asuka and Kairi Sane. Now she's got her own little emote. Like the crowd's behind her now because they've gotten plenty more TV time. But every time that Io fights, Io wins, and it's sad that it's not that she doesn't have a losing streak, but I mean Unless she's in a three-way match, she doesn't lose. So she's really put it out there. But that's not my female wrestler of the year. My female wrestler of the year is Tony Storm, and that goes without.
Another one that is just the proof is in the pudding, right?
You
As
damn
as they
right.
would say, like it's there. And as crazy as it sounds,
Up
my
is
female wrestler of the year is Io Sky. For
okay.
all those literally for all those reasons, like this woman cannot fucking lose. She doesn't lose unless she's in a three-way, and she's been involved in three of the biggest women matches so far of the year: WrestleMania
Hmm.
against Bianca and Rhea, against Rhea at Evolution, and then against Naomi, Rhea, and her at fucking SummerSlam. Those are some of the
Hmm.
three best women's matches of the year so far for me, and she's been involved in it. And again, my runner-up was Tony Storm. So we just literally had it flipped because
Hmm.
again, Tony Storm, just like you said, like it's what she was and what she is now. It's fucking far and few between, and she is must watch. She has put the women's division on the map for AEW, and I feel for the good chunk of the year, everyone really only cared about the women in AEW, to be honest with you, because the
Yep.
men's shit was all over the place. But she was so consistent with her character and her matches, and she put on fucking great matches with Mariah
Yep.
May, with whoever they put in front of her, and she had a great match against Mercedes Moné at All In. Like those two women are undeniable, and it's pretty awesome to say that each company has one of those fucking female stars like
Yep.
that big. So
My runner up for Tony would be Athena because of what she's done for Ring of Honor. She's held that belt 2 years consecutive plus. She's at 960 something days now.
hmm
She's pulling the Gunther reign with it. She has the contract that she can turn in to fight for the championship, which she will be doing coming up at Forbidden Door. I
against
mean,
Alex Windsor, right?
no,
So
no, it's Tony Storm.
oh, that's right. My bad. I thought she was
Yeah,
fighting Alex Windsor for the ROH championship, but that already happened.
yeah. Now, it's Tony Storm versus
Athena.
Athena for the women's AEW Women's Championship at Forbidden Door,
And
and
she's a believable competitor for Tony Storm. She's
yes,
fucking
she
good
is.
wrestler. She's a
Sh-
good wrestler.
I people underestimated her when she was in WWE, and now she's been doing it on her own. She's been able to show everyone that she's the shit, dude.
She has
She's
a
the
great
shit.
character.
Yep.
She fucking created a whole persona in ROH. She had the class, and she's like my little minions and all that shit. Like she's reinvented herself in a great
Hmm.
way, and obviously she's all that work finally paid off because she's gonna fight Tony Storm at Forbidden Door, which is
Hmm.
pretty badass.
Yep. So last but not least, we have our number nine in our list of nine for mid-year awards via BTR, the match of the year.
I got this
There's
one.
so many good matches that have happened this year.
I got
We're
one.
halfway through the year.
This is it.
Match
This
of
is
the year. This one's tough for me, but I want to see what you got.
I got this one. Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins versus CM Punk at a fucking steel cage match, and then Roman Reigns pulls out Seth Rollins and he wins. One of the best steel cage matches I've ever seen. Pure story, pure fucking hate between two competitors, and they made it fucking work. And that was probably again no bias here. I don't like CM Punk. I really don't. But him and Seth Rollins, they fucking make magic. It fucking
Hmm.
happens on screen, and that was one of the best matches because there was so much animosity in this build-up. In the match itself, any one of them could have won at any moment by walking out that door, and by the other guy saying, "Is this the way you're gonna fucking win? You're gonna fucking win by walking out? Fuck you, fuck you. Come fight me like a man. Put the boots to my fucking face and let's fucking go." And they both gave it to each other, and I feel like that match would have went to a draw, and the only reason it didn't is because Roman Reigns came to get some revenge, and he pulled out Seth Rollins, dragged his ass out of the cage to whoop his ass,
Yeah.
and his feet hit the floor, and then he went inside and whooped fucking CM Punk's ass. But I think that's the match of the year so far.
So you talk about the magic between the two. Who in the past has that magic? Had that magic?
What do you mean in the
That
past in WWE?
okay? Let's go WWE. Who in the past had that magic that CM Punk and Seth Rollins have of that fierce animosity towards each other, where they would fight and it didn't matter what was going on. They were the main stars. They were the show. They were the attraction of the animosity they had between each other.
then I don't know. There's so many to be honest. Roman Reigns and, and CM Punk and or fucking John Cena and Brock Lesnar. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I was like turn it back even further. Who else you got? I'm just curious. Who else
Uh,
comes to mind?
fucking Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels,
Shawn,
Triple H,
Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart.
Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. That's another great one. Like this, that truly is the fucking two contrasting. Someone who's flashy and someone who's just technical. That is truly CM Punk and Seth Rollins right there.
That's where
Technical
my
and
head went.
flashy. Yeah.
That's where my head went. My head goes there. Can we turn it even further back? Could we say Macho Man Hogan
Shit,
when they were enemies,
Macho Man Hogan. That's another fucking
or Piper and Hogan?
Piper Hogan. Shit, I know you maybe not watch it, but Macho Man and fucking Steamboat. Fucking two
Ah,
contrasting people.
mm-hmm.
One flamboyant, one fucking all business. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you got?
See that's how you know. That's how you that's how you know when you could feel that, dude. Like you felt it before, and it takes years to cultivate and come again. And when it's back again like that, dude, it's just it's so good. And it's hard. This one's hard because in AEW I have Osprey, Swerve, and the Young Bucks because that match was just top fucking tier match. And Hangman and Mox because that fucking
That match was the epitome of the end. This is the end. It has to be the end.
no ifs ands or buts. This is the way it's gonna go down because I'm getting that belt back and I don't care what I have to do to get it. If I
Exactly.
have to fucking rip your head off of your fucking body, I'm gonna do it.
So if you
But
round it out, who is it? Who
the
is
other
it?
side of that, uh, the Cena heel turn with Cody
At Elimination
because
Chamber or the match at WrestleMania?
Mania, Mania, because you just weren't expecting the look of doom and the low blow, the Rock with this, and Cena just advising to what's going on, and just son of a bitch, dude. That heel turn change that would and could have still kept going, but you still cannot beat the fact that they finally pulled that trigger. That was something that should have happened a long time ago. It finally happened
Eh,
with
I'm glad they
malice
did.
intent but good intention.
I'm glad they did it at least for his final run to at least have something different for him. At least the first half of his last run. And like I said, I'm with you. I would have wished they would have kept it going. And I think if the right pieces were in play, it could have continued. But because all that stuff fell off, you only had one option, and the only option was to fucking turn it
Hmm.
back time, and let Cena go out on
The
his
way he
fucking
got and was
yeah,
able to say that I am the 17th time champion who beat Ric Flair. That's the one.
yeah. That's the
The
one.
one right behind that one for me was um wow, what was it in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia? Um fucking Cena and Punk. The one match we didn't think we'd ever get again.
Yeah, that was a good match. That was, I mean,
That had a lot of fucking drama.
yeah,
That one had a lot of drama. I was watching it in the vehicle while driving to Houston for a show, and then watching the playback on it, dude. That was so much drama in that match. It was so good when
my
you can actually tell a story, and that story lasts more than 10 minutes. And they put a 30 45 minute banger on there with just them going back and forth with everything they were doing, dude. Like you cannot take it away from the Cena and Punk.
yeah,
That's another one.
my runner up was Gunther and Randy Orton.
Oh,
That was a great
nice.
one. It was two big fucking dudes going at it, and Gunther has he really can manipulate his style. He's not high flying by any means, but
Mm-mm.
he definitely works well with larger dudes. And Randy Orton's a big motherfucker, and
Mm-hmm.
they had a great match, and it could have been anyone's match, and Gunther just pulled it off. And I thought that was a great match. It could have been built on more, but unfortunately, we just don't get that currently because there's just so much content coming out, pumping out. So.
Yeah.
But damn, like that's a great list of mid-year awards situation and BTR. Nine categories with pretty we're pretty similar in what we thought and how we
Mm-hmm.
view wrestling in as a whole.
I think what really stands out to us is what really came out on paper today. You know, because I mean, I'm pretty sure there are people out there that have their own opinions. That you know what, this is better. This is better. I was at my sister's place of work. She's got a shout out to Combat Power Collectibles, card and collectibles. My sister and nephews have a shop over at Wonderland and the Americas Mall over here in San Antonio, aka Crossroads Mall. Shout out. And there was a group of gentlemen that were there that were mid 20s, late 20s, and they're all there playing their Pokemon cards and stuff because that's what they a lot of what's going on there. They have tournaments and stuff on the weekends, and that tournament fizzled out. That one it didn't happen on Sunday, but I was still there hanging out, and there was a good conversation going on of who they thought was going on the best, what some of the matches they thought were going on and stuff like that. And just the fact that wrestling is so good right now that you can have those candid, open conversations. Someone's wearing a wrestling shirt, someone wants to talk, someone's like, oh yeah, 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 or
Yeah.
whatever the case. They're yelling the catchphrases and everything, dude. It's that fever, dude. You can't beat it. You cannot beat it. This is what we live, breathe, and enjoy watching and enjoy talking about, dude. Like, and it goes on anywhere and everywhere. There is a shop also there. I forgot the name of the shop. I wanted to shout him out. The dude, it's gonna kill me. I'll have to find it out and put it on the socials. But there's a gentleman there who has a wrestling shop. He sells a lot of Funko figures. He's got a bunch of action figures. He's got a few belts for sale. Um, Damn it, it's like right there, and I can't get it. But
You're
he's got
talking.
some shirts too.
You're talking about at
Spinebuster
Crossroads.
tees. Spinebuster tees.
Nice.
He's in the shops. So there's the regular stores on the second floor, and then they have an area that's more like a mini flea market, if you will. They're like more personable shops that are owned by people and Spinebuster tees. You know,
Nice. Nice.
uh,
I feel like wrestling, like you're saying, wrestling is. I'll fucking take the phrase of Jacob Fatu. It's all gas, no brakes right now, dude. In wrestling.
Yardamin.
Nah, I mean, like wrestling is truly that. Like, if you don't like, if WWE is not your cup of tea, you got AEW. If AEW is not your cup of tea, you got WWE. And if you want to be obscure and you want to be that person who wants to watch other shit, you got New Japan, you got TNA, you got AAA, you got CMLL, you got fucking Hog Wrestling, you got Reality Wrestling, you got GCW, you got all walks of life watching all kinds of wrestling all over the world. And that's the best part again of being a wrestling fan right now. This is probably the best era of wrestling. And I know we like to be nostalgic and say Attitude Era was the best wrestling era, but that was short. And right now wrestling's in an uptick right now. Wrestling's in an
Mhm.
uptick, and you fucking can't turn the channel any day and not fucking catch wrestling somewhere. You can't. And that's why we're able to have this podcast and talk about so much fucking wrestling because there's so much shit going on. So much
Well,
shit.
with the new changes that are coming, I mean, you can kind of change that phrase a little bit, but I don't want to be the Debbie Downer and water it down yet. ESPN, WWE, they're now moving all their PLEs over there. Eventually, I believe, but even all the Peacock stuff is going to move out of there and go
But
to
I
ESPN.
sent you that thing where Peacock's gonna pick up AAA and TNA. That deal's already made. So now they have that on a
I'm
major
not.
platform.
I didn't even get that far yet, dude. I'm talking about WWE.
I'm just telling you.
WWE is making that move to ESPN. For those who don't know, now you know. If you've been under a rock, it's one of the biggest acquisitions that are going on. And also on top of that, because it's all the TKO nonsense, UFC is going to Paramount Plus. UFC is getting rid of their pay-per-view models and they're going to Paramount Plus for their streaming over there. So if any of your UFC needs will be on Paramount Plus and will be showed as long as you have that streaming platform that you're paying for that subscription, you'll catch it there, and it won't be at any extra charge. I think they're also going to start showing some stuff on CBS as well on the televised network of some of their things.
Select shows, yeah, select shows. So
Right. So you'll see stuff on CBS. You'll see all their major stuff on Paramount Plus, and then the acquisition that happened there that Peacock has taken over AAA and TNA.
TNA.
Okay, well there you go. So at least it gives you a reason to keep it because Peacock was going to lose a lot of people real quick,
Mm-hmm.
and it's sad to say that when you have a big money maker like WWE, they came with their own network. They started this shit, and then they decided to go big brand to keep it because eventually that network was going to fucking fade. Even though you have plenty of wrestling fans that would have kept that shit going, they needed a major platform, and that major platform was Peacock, NBC.
They want casual fans to start watching, and that's just what it is.
And how do you get more casual fans to start watching? You try to
But
get all the sports fanatics involved with it too. So now you're integrating your casual fans plus your veteran fans and now your sports league fans by putting it on ESPN Plus.
mm-hmm. I mean, that's the way the fucking wrestling evolves, right? More wrestling, more eyes. That's the whole goal. Make more money. That's what wrestling is. It's a big fucking circus to make money. That's all they're
They
doing.
just need to be sure that they're keeping up with the product, with the content, for the product to be worth a $30 a month subscription.
Exactly.
Pretty wild. I mean, yeah, you get the PLEs, but what else are you giving us for $30 a month? Sure, ESPN has a whole bunch of content, but you have a bunch of people that just don't care about anything else but wrestling. So,
It's gonna be a tough sell for a lot of people. I mean, Netflix is a
hmm
tough sell for a lot of people. Let's be realistic.
hmm
And they're making that work right now, and because it's a global thing, that's exactly what ESPN is. It's just a global thing. So
hmm
maybe we'll start
we
watching
are in the
ESPN, the
era.
Ocho, the Ocho.
We are in the era of the global casual. So, yeah,
Hmm.
it is what it is. But we got anything else on this one today? Because I think this is a pretty good show. I think we can wrap this one up and put
Let's
it
see.
out there that we've hit it halfway through the year. We've got another half year to go. We will be getting closer towards. We are pushing into the fall. We are in August, but we are pushing in for fall ratings. So all the fall stuff should be coming out, and then of course we got the holidays, and then it's the road to WrestleMania starting with Royal Rumble, baby. Let's go.
That's right. But make sure you hit a Stone Cold Stunner on that follow and subscribe button at the recap Beyond the Ropes Pod on
What the fuck
Spotify
are you
with
watching?
video, YouTube, and the socials, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you get your podcast needs. Find us at the Beyond the Ropes Pod. I don't know, for Retro Relapse, I'm Randizzle. I see a white CM Punk. I got Fern bought me these for my birthday. I know he hasn't said it yet, but they're mine. Woo!
You're so full of it.
The
Let me tell
Hitman.
you something. Let me tell you something, brother.
Go ahead and hit that sharpshooter, right? Leave some comments. Leave some comments on the YouTube videos or the Spotify videos. Hit a rating on there for us. Helps us just kind of get in the map. We do this show twice a week for you guys and for us because we love wrestling so much and we get to talk about it with all of y'all. So catch
Damn right.
us next week or catch us actually this Thursday when we discuss whatever's
Live
going
on
on
Twitch, baby.
live on Twitch. Whatever's going on in wrestling, all them crazies, all the fucking Thunder and Chicken Heart and all those motherfuckers, come on, join the fun.
It's always a good time. Catch us
Oh,
Thursday.
Thursday.
We'll see you
Woo!
then.
Woo!